Hi, welcome. Join us. Today, Pat and I are about to drive the iconic Beartooth Mountain Highway, designated an All-American road. It's said to be the most scenic drive in all of North America. From Red Lodge, the road climbs up to the Beartooth Pass at nearly 11,000 feet, and then it's onward to Cooke City and Yellowstone National Park. Leaving Red Lodge at 5,500 feet elevation, the road switchbacks up the steep mountainside, negotiating hairpin bends before arriving at Vista Point at 9,190 feet elevation. Driving the Beartooth Highway is more than a journey from point A to B. It's an act of wonder, a reminder that we are guests in the world that has been shaping itself for billions of years. Every curve, every vista, every breath of the thin air asks us to pause, look closer, and to remember that true beauty is carved in stone and whispered on the wind. Approaching Rock Creek Vista Point at 9,190 feet elevation. From whence we came, far below, the stunning Rock Creek Canyon. Onward and upward, more switchbacks and hairpin bends. Leaving the tree line and entering the alpine tundra, we cross the 45th parallel. The 45th parallel circumnavigates the Earth and is the halfway point between the North Pole and the equator. Today, the Beartooth Mountains are blessed with amazing weather conditions. But don't be fooled, weather in these mountains can change in an instant. At 10,000 feet, wow, an amazing sight. A high alpine meadow, bursting with dazzling array of wildflowers. A sudden weekend blizzard in 1947 buried the highway under drifts up to 15 feet deep, stranding almost 70 tourists. 3 required hospitalization, and 3 park employees lost their lives when they were buried in an avalanche during their search efforts. In another episode, a lone driver and passenger were stranded in deep snow on top of the Beartooth Pass and spent 5 hours immobilized before the Park County search and rescue teams located and extracted them by helicopter. Both incidents underscore how quickly conditions can deteriorate, even during the summer months. The Beartooth Mountains have a unique geology. The core of the Beartooth Range comprises of some of the oldest exposed crust on Earth, with metamorphic and igneous rocks dating from around 4 to 2.7 billion years ago. These ancient granites, gneisses and quartzites record early crust-forming processes immediately following the Earth's initial cooling and crystallization. The Beartooths preserve 4 billion years of Earth's history, making them a world-renowned premier natural laboratory for the understanding of our planet's evolution. The Beartooth Mountains have long been a place of seasonal gatherings, ceremonies and stewardship by the tribes of the northern plains. The Crow, the Shoshone and the Cheyenne. These indigenous peoples relied on the mountain valleys for game hunting and winter shelter from the prairie winds. Each summer, Crow communities held Sundance rituals on alpine meadows, marking renewal and community bonds through prayer, music and dance. A sacred naming ceremony established the iconic Jagged Spire's crow name, Na-pi-et-se, translated bear's tooth, embedding the feature in oral, history and landscape lore. Intertribal councils were convened, where leaders of the Crow, Bannock, Blackfeet, Cheyenne and Shoshone convened on sheltered lake shores or grassy plateaus to negotiate hunting territories, resolve disputes and share ceremonies. An indigenous folklore legend speaks of a witch who stole fire from the sky and was cursed to wander the tundra. Her voice rides the wind, luring travelers off trail with faint cries of help. Those who chase the sound are said to spiral into hidden chasms and emerge days later, delirious and unaware of how far they'd roamed. Approaching the summit the highest point on the Beartooth Mountain Highway at 10,947 feet elevation. Leaving the summit, the road switchbacks down steeply, dropping nearly 1,000 feet in less than a mile. Stunning, wild and wonderful vistas. It's no wonder that the Beartooth Mountain Highway is said to be the most scenic drive in America. Surrounded by all this awe and beauty, it's so easy to forget that the Beartooth Highway lies within the definition of a high altitude zone, which is between 8,200 feet and 9,800 feet elevation. At 10,000 feet elevation, we get 30% fewer oxygen molecules per breath when compared to sea level. Not because the oxygen disappears, but because the air is thinner, that is, less dense. So there are fewer molecules in each breath. We love this poetic description of this final part of our journey. From the summit, the road curls and unfurls itself like a comet's tail across the high tundra, each bend revealing a new vista: frost-kissed boulders, permafrost ponds glimmering like scattered gemstones, and distant ridges etched in alabaster snow. Alpine meadows bloom in riotous colour: scarlet paintbrush, butter gold rabbit brush, while the highway threads through ancient glacial bowls, their steep walls echoing with the hush of eons. Sunlight dances on rocky ledges, casting beams that spotlight the hidden tarns far below. Every turn feels precarious and sublime, a reminder that nature can thrill as well as it humbles.